When Howard came to me, I was damn happy to see it. I'd been wallowing in it since the war, wondering why no one would give Agent Peggy Carter a shot.
Agent Carter Season 1 is the spin-off from Captain America the First Avenger, or more or less the result of the successful one-shot from the Iron Man 3 Blu-ray entitled Agent Carter. Convenient, I know. But basically, Agent Peggy Carter, she's contacted by Howard Stark, and he's being questioned by the basically he's on the run from the SSR, because they're just like, Stark's a traitor to the nation, he's selling weapons to the enemy, we gotta arrest this bad boy. And you know what he says? He pulls a Shaggy and says, "It wasn't me." And that's good enough for Peggy Carter, because she just goes and finds out what, she's up to, what he's up to. It's 8 episodes long, it's a fine show. Obviously, this show, I just want to make this very short, because I've reviewed a lot of Marvel TV shows. If you haven't seen my upload schedule recently, it has been mostly Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. But overall, the big takeaway from the show is there's not much, I'll be honest. It's a very much a filler show. It feels slightly forced. Yeah, it could be. I feel like this could have been much more handled in the way that, it could have been handled in the exact same way Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was handled in the first season, where it's quite literally just a procedural. And you know what, I kind of like that style, especially since, it's essentially just Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. but in the 1940s and with a lot less aliens and lower technology and stuff, and it's just really espionage. But I just kind of want it to be I just want a solid procedural from Marvel, You had Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. sort of squandered that opportunity after, halfway through the first season, which is fine because it ties into the movies. But here you have something that is completely isolated by any part of the MCU, and you could just make Agent Carter a solid procedural that stands on its own. The only connection it really could have is to Captain America, and that being, don't you know Captain America? Yes. And that's it. You don't need anything else. And they could have made a solid procedural. The show overall is fine. The plot, it's fine. The characters take a little bit getting used to, of course, because it's, the 1940s. Everyone's just a little bit more sexist than normal, and that's, that's the show. Basically, you don't go into the show not expecting that every male character is going to be entirely progressive about a female agent. But that's just something that I hadn't thought about before I watched the show, and I should have, because it caught me a little bit off guard, going, oh, surely there's redeemable parts. I mean, that guy was a war hero. The writing is fine. At times it does feel a little bit cheesy. I don't think I'll remember much of this show going forward. It'll more just be like, oh yeah, Agent Carter was part of this conspiracy with Howard Stark back in the 1940s, and that show nobody watched. It ran for 8 episodes and then got a second season that was 10 episodes and wasn't there ever again. And that was the show, and there wasn't much to happen, and I'm just kind of like, alright, that happened. Oh well. I can't really see a bigger connection to the MCU, but okay. So I'll say that Agent Carter is an overnight rental. Have you seen Agent Carter Season 1? What did you think of it? Let me know in the comments down below. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to become another Platypus, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye. Well done, you made it to the end of the video. Why don't you click on one of these 2 videos for more content, or subscribe, so just be reminded of when I upload. So subscribe. That'd be great.